us forward.
Good morning, here is the news at 10. First, the highlights. Governor Sanwo-Olu inaugurates 34 flats of 3 bedrooms to magistrates, senior legal officers. Imo State government begins renewed recovery of assets. And foreign voting underway in Australia amid concerns over cost of living, housing, others. And in sports, Flying Eagles captain restates team's commitment to defeat next opponent, Morocco, in ongoing Under-20 AFCON. And now the details. I am Mike James. In a bid to ensure quick dispensation of justice in Lagos, Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has inaugurated 34 flats of 3 bedrooms for magistrates and senior legal officers' quarters in the Ministry of Justice at Alakbere, Ketu area of the state. The magistrates will occupy 24 flats, while officers in the Ministry of Justice will occupy 10 flats. Governor Sanwo-Olu, who handed over apartment keys to the Chief Judge of Lagos, said the development will boost the morale and productivity of legal practitioners to deliver effective and efficient justice service delivery for residents. He had this to say.
And what he will do, it will ensure that our officers that are here, they will dispense justices, without fear or favor. They will do their job and will provide adequate security for them. And they will do it fully, knowing fully well that what government, has entrusted them with, what the citizens are expected of them to do is what they're doing.
The Chief Judge of Lagos, Kazim Alugba, commended the governor for improved welfare package for the judiciary with a promise that the gesture will inspire them to do more.
What brought about this is that it came to a point when our magistrates were being sued in their own courts and sometimes in the high courts for recovery of possession. We all know how embarrassing that could be. And so we cried to the governor, briefed him about the situation, and he said we must find something to do about it. In order to cut time short, this is the manifestation of the promise of Mr. Governor.
The Chief Judge implored the beneficiaries to reciprocate the state government's gesture with improved productivity, assuring that more welfare packages will soon be unveiled. Governor Sanwo-Olu also inaugurated the Deputy Sheriff Warehouse in Majidu area of Ikorodu to house seized goods in a secure environment at a cost, pending appeals at the court. The Lagos State House of Assembly has confirmed nominees forwarded by Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu for key positions in the State's Independent Electoral Commission, Electricity Regulatory Commission, Civil Service Commission, and other agencies. Chairman of the 12-man ad hoc committee on screening of nominees, Mojid Fatai, presented a screening report during plenary leading to the confirmation of the individuals. Prince Adewale Taurid Ojora was confirmed as a member of the Lagos State Independent Electoral Commission, LASIEC. Dr. Animashaun Fuad Olainka as CEO, Executive Member of the Lagos State Electricity Regulatory Commission, Barrister Kofu Olokun and Engineer Oluwaseun Fadari as Executive Members, Engineer Bimbola Odubiyi as Chairman, and Mr. Tunde Bajumo as Non-Executive Member. Mrs. Bolade Dakbo, Thomas, Fatai Lasisi, Afolabi Shoboali, Rufus Adedapo, and Latif Yahaya were confirmed as Lagos State Civil Service Commission members, while the duo of Mr. Jide Badmus and Mrs. Yinka Shita Bey were reappointed to the office of the Public Defender OPD Governing Council. In a separate development, Chairman of the Committee on Rules and Business, Nohim Adams, read a petition titled Application by Oriba Community of Ekpe Local Government to join in the petition of the Ladaba community. The Assembly therefore approved the report of the committee after deliberation on the petition. Over 1 million people across the Lagos metropolis have been connected through the Metro Fiber project, targeted at delivering 600 kilometers of optic fiber and ducts for increased digital penetration. Commissioner for Science and Technology, Tuboso Alake, who stated this at a 2025 ministerial press briefing to mark the second year of the second term of Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu administration, noted that plan is underway to introduce the Lagos State Innovation Bill to make the state science and tech creative-driven economy. Alake said the state, through the Lagos State Science Research and Innovation Council, has funded over 70 researchers, with the universities paid 800 million naira in grants for research development and support for over 60 startups capital. According to the Commissioner, the Lagos State Resident Registration Agency, LASRA, has registered over 6 million Lagosians, out of which 4 million people are adults and 2.4 million children, and hopes to increase the figure to 10 million registered residents in the next 2 years. Alake hinted that artificial intelligence-powered chatbot will be launched soon to enhance service delivery in e-governance services, noting that the governor would be able to sign files electronically for automation Lagos Bees.
We are every day strengthening our cyber position. We have the Cybersecurity Council that helps us to drive strategy and policy and helps us to improve the tools that we are using. We are employing more protective gadgets to be able to safeguard a lot of the digital assets that we use. And so our cybersecurity posture is improving. It's not perfect, but it's improving.
The Commissioner promised that 50,000 Lagosians aged between 18 and 35 will be trained in deep tech skills through the Digital Leap program as innovation to engage the youths to become tech problem solvers and take them off the streets. Our correspondent Ajola Akindele reports that in the year under review, out of 211 ministries, departments and agencies in the state, 192 were evaluated and 232 applications workload captured in tech database. As part of efforts to advance gender inclusion and technological innovation, the Association of Professional Women Engineers of Nigeria, APWEN, Lagos chapter has inaugurated its Innovation and Resource Hub at the Faculty of Engineering, University of Lagos, UNILAG. Speaking at the inauguration, Chairman of APWEN, Lagos, Atinuke Owolabi, described the hub as a bold step towards bridging the gender gap in STEM and creating a launchpad for young women to code, create, conquer, and cash out. She explained that the event with the theme From Circuit Boards to She-Novation also marked the grand finale of the association's She-Novation program, which included a public lecture, awards presentation, and a showcase of innovation by young women engineers. According to Owolabi, the newly inaugurated hub is designed to provide access to tools and mentorship in areas such as artificial intelligence, robotics, energy, and digital manufacturing. The Vice Chancellor of the University of Lagos, Folashade Ogunshola, who commended the initiative, highlighted the importance of academia-industry collaboration, stressing that students need exposure to both academic and real-world environments. She also praised APWEN Lagos for fostering a space where innovation meets practical application. And now to the rest of the stories. The Imo State government has commenced the renewed recovery of state-owned land and assets that have been illegally acquired or encroached upon by private individuals and entities. Commissioner for Lands in the States, Eina Onuigbu, and the Governor's Special Advisor on Monitoring and Compliance, Nze Nwaneri, are at the forefront of this enforcement drive. Onuigbu said the Imo State government has reiterated its unwavering commitment to reclaiming and protecting all public assets in line with the rule of law and the state's development blueprint. According to him, this renewed recovery effort will be sustained until all illegally acquired government properties are fully recovered. The Commissioner advised all individuals and groups currently in possession of any state-owned land or structure to come forward with legitimate documentation or risk immediate sanctions. The federal government has launched the third phase of the Health System Strengthening HSS3 grant aimed at improving immunization coverage and primary health care across the country over the next 4 years. Speaking at the launch of the event in Abuja, Coordinating Minister of Health and Social Welfare, Ali Pate, said the grant, a 303 billion naira initiative, is supported by Gavi, the Vaccine Alliance. Pate described the grant as a strategic contribution aligned with Nigeria's national health priorities, including the health sector renewal initiative and the Presidential Health Compact signed in December 2023. He praised Gavi's consistent partnership, which has saved millions of lives, helped Nigeria recover from the COVID-19 pandemic, and enabled the introduction of vaccines for HPV, malaria, and Mpox. Today is World Press Freedom Day. The day was proclaimed by the United Nations General Assembly in December 1993, following the recommendation of UNESCO's General Conference. It acts as a reminder to governments of the need to respect their commitment to press freedom, and also as a day of reflection among media professionals about issues of press freedom and professional ethics. Press Freedom Day is also an opportunity to celebrate the fundamental principles of press freedom, assess the state of press freedom throughout the world, defend the media from attacks on their independence, and pay tribute to journalists who have lost their lives in the line of duty. This year's event focuses on how AI affects press freedom, the free flow of information, media independence, and the global goal of ensuring access to information and protecting fundamental freedom. Now to foreign news. It is election day in Australia, where 18 million voters will decide the next Prime Minister. Cost of living, crumbling public healthcare, and unaffordable housing are top of the agenda, even as an unpredictable Trump presidency looms over all of it. Prime Minister Anthony Albanese of the left-leading Australian Labour Party is seeking a second term, while on the other side is Peter Dutton of the Conservative Liberal National Coalition. Also on the ballot are a range of independents and candidates from the left-wing Greens, who could become kingmakers in case of a hung parliament. Official results can take days or even weeks, but an unofficial early results from the Electoral Commission usually indicate who will form the next government. Over to sports news. Flying Eagles captain Daniel Bamei has reiterated the team's desire to beat their next opponent, Morocco. Nigeria defeated Tunisia 1-0 in the first game at the ongoing 2025 Africa Under-20 World Cup Nations in Cairo on Thursday. Bamei revealed the team's ambition ahead of the critical fixture, saying they hope to win and go top of the group on their way to qualifying for the World Cup and winning the tournament. Morocco top Group B on goal difference after Eden passed Kenya 3-2 in their opening fixture. The Flying Eagles are targeting a record-extending 8 title in Egypt. That was our news at 10. Just before we go, stay alive. Make use of pedestrian bridges where available. You can follow us and like all our various social media platforms: X, Traffic Radio 961, Facebook, Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM, on Instagram, Lagos Traffic Radio 961. Subscribe and watch our news and programs. It's live on YouTube, Traffic Radio 961. I can also visit our website, www.trafficradio961.ng. And did you know that under the Sanwo-Olu administration, 280 youths were trained in solar farm construction? Well, you can get more details on the Legacy Government website. And to end the news, here are the highlights of the major stories. In a bid to ensure quick dispensation of justice in Lagos, Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has inaugurated 34 flats of 3 bedrooms for magistrate and senior legal officers' quarters in the Ministry of Justice at Alakbere, K2 area of the state. Imo State Government has commenced a renewed recovery of state-owned lands and assets that have been illegally acquired or encroached upon by private individuals and entities. We also told you that it is election day in Australia, where 18 million voters will decide the next Prime Minister. And in sports, Flying Eagles captain Daniel Bamei has reiterated the team's desire to beat their next opponent, Morocco, in the ongoing 2025 Africa Under-20 Cup of Nations in Cairo. And for contacts with the newsroom, send a message to info@trafficradio961.ng. That ends the news broadcast compiled by Adewale Poroku. Thank you for listening, Lagos. My name is Mike James. Good morning.